So if you're a nurse from the Philippines and you want to come to the US, here's what I recommend. Option number 1, you come to the US on a student visa. You go to school in the United States, you study nursing, you become a licensed nurse, and then your employer offers you a job and is willing to sponsor you. This is known as a PERM, employment-based immigration case. Nurses are often referred to as Schedule A cases. This means, typically, if an employer were going to sponsor you for a green card in the US, they would need to file with the Department of Labor and test the labor market to make sure there's no American workers who are able and available. Because we have a shortage of nurses in America, you are listed on Schedule A, meaning that the employer can skip the Department of Labor, and there's no need to test the labor market because you're not taking the job of a U.S. worker. This is great because a case for a nurse is much quicker and much cheaper than a traditional employment-based green card case. While your employer is working on the green card sponsorship for you, you have to stay in lawful non-immigrant status. However, once you get the green card and it's approved, you're able to travel. The timeline for this process varies quite a lot, but it typically takes between 2 and 3 years. I don't want you to come to the U.S. on a visitor visa if your goal is to study or be sponsored for permanent residency, because that would be a lie to immigration. If your employer sponsors you as a nurse once you get your green card, how long do you need to continue working for your employer? That's a great question. Clients ask me that all the time. There's not a magic answer, but it's sort of like a marriage. Immigration wants to make sure that it was genuine and that both parties were doing it for honest reasons. My recommendation is always to stay with your employer for at least a year after you get your green card. Otherwise, it can raise a red flag to immigration. If you know you want to be a nurse, come to the U.S. and study hard. You're going to be very likely employable. My recommendation is that you speak with an attorney before you begin the process so that you can make sure you do it all right. My number is below if you'd like to call us to book a consultation. I'm attorney Jennifer Bennett, and I'm an experienced immigration attorney. I'm here to help immigrants one visa at a time.